Steph Hodge with Board Game Geek, here with Stefan from Yellow, and we're going to take a look at Break the Code. Now, it kind of sounds like a escape the room type game, puzzly game. Am I on track here?
So basically, what it is, it's a game for 15-minute game for 2 to 4 players, age 10 and up, designed by Ryoki Kurashiway and co-published by Jelly Jelly Games, it's a Japanese company, and Yellow. So as you can see on the picture, I don't know, are we seeing Link's hand or
those are my hands?
That's Link. Okay, so so as you can see on the table, this is the setup for 4 players. Each player has a little screen, and behind the screen you put 5 digits. Actually, Link, you need to take 1 tile from behind each screen and put 4. It's 4 for each player on a 4-player game, and you have 4 in the middle. And so randomly take 1. Yeah, there you go, and put them face down next to the question cards. There you go. Thank you. So this is the setup for 4. So as you can see, let's look at the player at the bottom. We have 4 digits. And they need to be, so in the game, there are a total of 20 tiles, 20 Q tiles. Some have number, some have white number. There is 1 of each number, each digit in each color. And then there are 2 green 5s, okay? We randomly distribute those tiles to the players, and then we put 4 in the middle. That is the code that people are trying to guess. So in the middle of the table, we have 6 question cards. On your turn, you can grab a question card. So Link, if you can zoom on one of the question cards to show, say, for example, this one says, what is the sum of your black numbers? Okay. So, and you see they are double-sided, they are upside down, so everybody can read them from the screen. So now let's zoom back in. Thank you, Link. So I'm going to grab that card and I'm going to ask it to the left player, which the left player only have 1 black digit, which is 8. So I'm going to say, left player, what is the sum of your black number? And that person is going to say 8. So I'm going to use my little pad to write it in a way that I can think of. So you have 1 second for each player, and I can say, okay, there is 8 black. Okay. But now Link choose to put this in the A position. So that might be misleading. So I will just put it in the right. Now it says clue, because I'm not sure that the 8 is actually in the A position. Link, if you can show the inside of the screen, of the little player screen. See, you have a position A, B, C, D. So since we are playing 4 player, we are only using position A, B, C, D. If we are 5 player, we'll be using position A, B, C, D, E, because everybody will have 5 tiles and there will be 5 tiles in the middle. So that's what you are matching with your notepad. You are matching those A, B, C, D with where you think it is. So at the moment, I have no clue where the 8 is, and I don't know if it's 1 8 or it's 4 a 2 and a 6, for example. So I note whatever, and everybody else around the table has received the same information. So everybody is writing those information. Then we pass to the left player, and he or she will do the same. Grab a card. So when you grab a card, you replace by a new card. So this one says, how many of your tiles have the same number? So let's, thank you, Link. Let's zoom back to see who would be a good person to ask that, since we are cheating a little bit, since we see everything. Well, it seems like nobody has the same number. So our left player will ask to top player, and top player would say 0. So then left player would write somewhere 0, same number, or something, some mnemonic way to remember that. So you are gathering information as turn goes, and on your turn, when you think that you can guess, you can make a guess, and remember, you're not trying to guess someone's number, you are trying to guess the stack of 4 tiles that Link put aside at the beginning of the game. So if you think you can guess it, you can make a guess. When you write your guess on your paper to have a proof that this is the guess you are making. You check yourself on the guess, and if you are correct, you won the game. If you are incorrect, however, you are still participate. You lost the game, but you are still participating in the game. As far as questions are concerned, people can continue to ask you questions and so on. So there are variations for 2, 3, and 4 player. This setup in a 3-player, we
And
have
so,
5 tiles.
so the numbers in front of us don't necessarily matter so much. We're just trying to find out the hidden tiles that are presented in that stack right there. So we're trying to gather basically what the other people have to deduce what those 4 tiles are. So it's a pretty cool deduction game, right?
That is correct. And the variation in 2-player, we don't put a stack in the middle. You take 5 number. You take all the number behind. You divide all the number between the 2 player, and then you are trying to guess the other player code. And that's
okay. So that's a 2-player. That's totally different. It's a different dynamic.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you are still using the same deduction process of elimination concept, but instead of having a common number in the middle, I'm trying to guess your number.
All right. And so you said this plays 2 to 5 players.
2 to 4.
And 2 to 4. I thought you said if there's 5 players, you use a different number of tiles.
No, if you have 4 players, you use 5 tiles. That's where you.
Okay. I misunderstood that. Thank you for clarifying. And so, how many different rule cards are there? And so there's going to be a lot of different questions that will be asked. It seems
there are actually 21 question cards, and if the player exhausts the deck before anyone guessing, there is no winner. So once you have exhausted the deck, your only option is to try to make a guess. And then in the 2-player version, you keep making guesses until one of the player get the numbers. So some example, where are your number 1 or number 2 tiles? Also, one element that I forgot to mention is that when you lay your tiles behind your screen, there is a requirement to order them from left to right, and always put the white number first. So if I have 2 ones, I'm going to put my white ones first and my white black second. So they will. So it's easier for the other player to guess. Otherwise, it makes too many permutation if we can invert the colors.
So you put them in from low to high, and then white to black if there's a duplicate.
That is correct.
Nice. And so it seems pretty simple and straightforward. It reminds me of some other deduction games with the twist. So that's really cool. Definitely one that we want to be looking at. So what else where did this derive from? Where did this theme and topic come from?
So it was actually a game published by Jelly Games in Japanese, and our R&D team picked it up, and they really liked it, and they decided to go with it. And so that's why we did. I mean, as usual, we did our yellow treatment, and we changed the look of it, but it's pretty much the same core engine as the original game. It works pretty well.
Well, that sounds great. And so this is available today, right?
The price is $16.99. It's available in the Geek shop, because I don't want Chatty Boy to get mad at me. So there you go. It's in the Geek shop. It's also available at retail. And I'm going to do a shameless plug, because Yellow have been supporting our retailer partner that are in difficulties right now with the virus. So since 2 months now, since beginning of March, we've been running an operation where we offer free shipping on the Yellow website, yellowusa.com. And when you check out, if you mention the name of a retail store in the note at the checkout, we will share the proceeds of the sale with them at 50%. So it's our way to help our retailer friend in difficulties. But go to the Geek shop, because I don't want to get in trouble with the Geek shop.
That sounds all great.